Johnny Taylor had been Sam's replacement in the Soul Stirrers and was signed to SAR in the hope that he too could be a crossover success.
Go away. Do you hear what I say? What I say? Give me time, and I'll make you live as strong as mine.
Sam tried to take everybody along with him. If you wanted to make it, and Sam knew about it, Sam would help you make it.
Sam was known to be extremely hands-on as a producer and songwriter, and much of SAR's output had a very recognizable style.
Everybody basically had that Sam Cooke feel, somehow. I don't care what artist it was and what their style was. He was still on top somewhere in there, in the songs.
I dig this. Tell me, how would Romeo feel if it's Juliet had turned out his advances and played hard to get? He wouldn't have let this bother him, and this I know, because swear that life there's hope.
Johnny Taylor was typical of many SAR artists, achieving only limited success. But Sam Cooke was about to hit the jackpot when his record label gave birth to one of the biggest songs of the 60s. As children, the Womack brothers had performed alongside Sam out on the Gospel Highway. As artists on the SAR roster, their name was changed to the Valentinos, and they were told to write themselves a hit.
I remember Sam telling me, man, we gotta cut something that's got more crossover appeal. And crossover appeal means that's gonna reach the whites. You know, he said, they gotta hear this. So we came up with a song. My baby stay out all night long. She made me cry. She did me wrong. She had my nose open. That's no lie. Tables turning on me. Her turn to cry. Because I used to love her. But it's all over now.
The Valentinos released It's All Over Now in June 1964 and began to get serious airplay. Everyone at SAR thought that the record had potential. Unfortunately, so did the Rolling Stones, who decided that they wanted the song for themselves.
I was saying, man, I don't want them to record the song. I really don't want them to record it. We'd like to just go on the highway, let them go on and get their own song, and everybody be fine. And so Sam had the publishing. So he has to say, you won't understand it now, you understand it later. He said, I got to let them have the song.
Well, baby used to stay out all night long. She made me cry. She done me wrong. She hurt my nose open. That's no lies. Save us done it now. I'm done.
And we were riding, going up the charts. And they must have shifted gears, because they took on up.
It's All Over Now went on to become an international hit for the Rolling Stones, while the Valentinos' original version quickly disappeared from the American pop charts.
I was complaining, very upset about it, just very upset about it, man. They just took our song, Brother can't have nothing, you know. And I saw the first royalty check. That changed everything. I said, but I used to hate them, but I love them now.
In his own songs, Sam Cooke rarely strayed far from the commercial. He wrote about boys meeting girls, teenage parties, and lonely Saturday nights.
Your arrow go straight to my lover's heart for me.
But in 1963, a protest song written by a folk singer from Minnesota affected him so powerfully that he brought it into his act.
Oh, he's called a man
trees must have wiped themselves, for he sleeps in the sand. All the answer, my friend, blowing in the wind. The answer blowing in the wind.
It's blowing in the wind. Who knows how many roads a man have to walk down? My father knew about that. He knew about how many roads. He's been called boy, you know, even after he was a man, you know, down in the South. See, so how long? He's a man now. He's not bothering you. He's got his own family. How many roads must he walk down before you will call him a man? You know, and Sam, he said, well, this is a white guy, and he's writing songs for us.
Tell me, how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? What I want to know is, how many times can a man turn his head back, pretending that he just doesn't see?
Sam Cooke said, essentially, I should have written that song. Or certainly a black person should have written that song. What is that about? And it was a kind of artistic challenge. I also think the fact that it was a hit gave notice to Sam in this progression of constantly pushing the limits. That, wait a second, there's some other stuff you can talk about. If back in the day he could mention a chain gang, and that was a kind of signal, now apparently you could write a song pretty explicitly about civil rights and have a hit with it, make money off it. Well, you know, the door was open, and he wanted to go through it.
Sam set himself the task of writing a black response to Bob Dylan's Blowing in the Wind. The result would be his greatest composition and soul music's first direct engagement with black politics.
I remember him calling me and told me, say, Bob, I want you to come out. You got to hear something. I got something. This song was incredible. You got to hear this song.